starting to notice your breath. Before we stretch it out, we're just going to start with some tapping. So you can stay taking deep breaths, but bring your fingertips to tap on your cheeks and your forehead, maybe the tip of your nose, your lips, your chin, your neck. When you get into your chest, you can start to use your whole hands, or maybe you make gentle fists and give yourself a tap across your chest. Choose an arm, go all the way down, all the way up. Make sure you get inside, outside, under, and on top. Switch to your other arm. Make sure you're not punching yourself too hard here. These are gentle taps. Be kind to yourself. And then coming into the legs. Here you might want to adjust your legs so you can get the inside, the tops, the outside, and the underside of the legs. Let's finish this off with some tap on the soles of the feet. And now we're going to squeeze. So skip your face for the squeezing, but find your ears. Find the flappy part of your ears and squeeze. Find the top flaps of your ears and squeeze. Find an arm, squeeze all the way down, all the way back up. Switch to the other arm, squeeze all the way down, all the way back up. Squeeze your legs, all the way down to your feet. Squeeze your feet and your toes. And then dust yourself off. Dust, 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 dust. Awesome. We're going to stretch out the spine standing up. But first, let's do a couple cats and cows. Inhaling to look up. Exhaling to look down and round. If you're in a chair or wherever you're seated, you might need to scooch to the edge. You might need to put your hands on your knees. So inhaling, looking up, arching back. Exhaling to round and look down. Take one more round. Awesome. Make your way up to stand. Let's stretch it out side to side. Reaching your arms up. Deep breath in. Exhale, lean. Inhale up. Exhale, lean. And then let's twist it out. So dropping your arms down, start to toss yourself side to side, looking over the shoulder. Remember, if you're tight on space, you just zipper your fingers, bring your hands behind your head. And then we'll settle ourselves back at center, but we're not going to make the arms stop. Let your arms stop whenever they stop. Awesome. We're going to work on 2 balancing poses today, and we're going to get into our crow pose again. So we're going to start with a tree pose. Root down through one foot. And in tree, you have a few options. You can bring your other foot onto your ankle or your calf. If you want to go higher up the leg than your calf, please skip your knee. Don't use your knee. Even though it feels kind of good, it's not safe. So if you want to go higher, you gotta reach for that foot and bring it to your inner thigh, above the knee. For me, that's too much, so I'm just gonna stay on the calf today. You can have your hands on your hips if you feel wobbly. It also helps to find a focal point, one spot that's not moving, and then maybe it'll be easier to grow your branches. Taking a few breaths, maybe your tree is swaying in the wind. And then take one more breath in this tree. And we'll exhale, bring the other foot down to the ground. Let's shake out our standing leg a little bit. Bend the knee, roll the ankle, shake out the foot. If you have a mat or a towel, maybe the top of the foot can press into that softness and just rock a little side to side. And then we're going to root down through the other foot, nice and strong. Hands on the hips for stability. Pick up your other foot and try for the same variation. So I went on the calf on one side. If you went higher, skip your knee and come up higher. Once you feel stable, you can grow your arms up like branches. Don't forget to find a focal point. Noticing what you're thinking about here in your tree pose. Maybe you can be like a tree, digging your roots deep into the dirt. Maybe you can be like a tree, digging your roots deep into the dirt and growing your branches high towards the sun. One more breath. And then let's release this tree pose, shake out the other leg, roll out the other ankle, and if you have a soft surface, you can do a little rock with the top of the foot. Now we're going to move into the palm tree pose. This is a balance, but it's really showing us how hard our core needs to work. So you're going to start in a little squat, but in this squat, your tippy toes are together. Your ankles are together. Your whole legs are together. You can have your fingertips on the ground, but when we start to grow from this coconut seed into the palm tree, you're going to bring your palms to touch. You can also do a hand to the fist if that's more comfortable. Now we're going to squeeze everything together as we inhale. Squeeze and grow up, but stay lifted up on your tippy toes. Here we go. Inhaling, rising, squeezing. Squeeze your legs together, squeeze those ankles together. And then from here, maybe you can bend the elbows and let your palm leaf hands fall back. Keep squeezing the ankles together. Stay lifted on your tippy toes. Let's do 2 more breaths. Keep squeezing those ankles together. Inhale, stretch your arms up if you bend your elbows. And then exhale, come all the way back down. Oof. Nice. And now we're going to move right into crow pose. So if you want, you can widen up your stance, coming to the frog. But also, you know, when we do crow pose, we keep the toes together. So maybe you just stay in your coconut seed. Step 1, glue your hands to the ground. Step 2, open up those knees to elbows and pick up your bottom. Step 3, look forward. Step 4, pick up one foot, then the other. And if you fall, smile and get right back into it. Maybe shake it out a little bit. Be careful of your chin and your forehead. Make sure you got something soft in front of you. Let's try it one more time. This time, let's start from the frog like we've been doing. Glue your hands down to the ground. Step 2, pick up that bottom, tiptoe your toes together. 3, knees to elbows. 4, look forward. Pick up one foot and then the other foot. I'm just not finding it today, but that's okay. That's why it's called a practice. I'm going to shake it out. And we're going to do one more stretch before we center ourselves and finish. So after balancing on our hands for crow pose, sometimes the wrists can get a little sore. So we're going to do a forward bend where we bend our knees as much as you need to bring your hands underneath the bottoms of your feet. See if you can get your toes to line up with your wrists. This is another balancing pose. I've fallen in this pose before. It's not fun. So make sure you're bending your knees. You're in a safe place. You've got a lot of space. And you can slowly start to straighten your legs, or maybe you keep them bent. We're going to inhale, look up. Exhale, down, elbows out. Inhale, up. Exhale, down, elbows out.
just noticing what it feels like for the soles of your feet to be touching the palms of your hands. And then you release your hands, shake it out, roll your way up. We're gonna come to sit.
Bring your hands over the center of your chest. Notice how you're feeling today. You can close your eyes, or maybe you find a focal point, one spot that's not moving, and you put your eyes there. However you might be feeling, please notice how you're feeling. And then blow it away for now. Let's see what's in our hearts today. Whatever is in your heart, breathe it into your whole body. And send it out into the world. Inhaling love. And exhaling love. Thank you so much for joining this mindful moment. I look forward to seeing you again soon.